truth? How many of you are guilty of hitting the snooze button? Get some hearts going. Go ahead and tell the truth. And type me in the chat. Never. Good, whatever, Tasha. I know you lying. Hands up, Karen. So look, this morning's meditation, thank you for telling the truth. Thank you for there's some truthful saints out in the Scope land today. There's some truthful saints in Scope Sanctuary this morning. Thank you. Not me. Okay, I know you don't, Deb. You're like up with the chickens at 4 a.m. Deb be up with chickens at 4 a.m. You know, for early in the morning, ain't nobody up with chickens. That's Deb. So look. So on Tuesday, Bible study, we have been doing I'm retired so I don't snooze. I understand Oxbirds. So look, well, hopefully for those that do snooze and those that you do know that snooze as they can. And hey, replay viewers, to all my replay viewers, love you just the same. And also, no replay viewers, you can heart love this too and also share with your followers. So look, here's the deal. On Tuesday Bible study, we were talking about confusion and how reasoning and rationalizing, hey, A31, are the enemy to obedience. That oftentimes when God is giving us instructions, gives us direction, gives us a command, gives us a charge, part of our challenge is we can slip into a mode of reasoning or rationalizing our hesitation. We can reason and rationalize our hesitation. And so reasoning and rationalizing what God is saying can lead to disobedience, because as opposed to moving on what God is saying, moving on the instructions, we can slip into a mode where we begin to reason. This doesn't make sense. I don't have the money. I don't have the education. How am I going to get this? How am I going to get that? And yes, there is an aspect of counting the cost. But when counting the cost slips into, well, the reason I haven't done it yet is, or my rationalizing, we can then slip into this kind of chronic space where we're reasoning and rationalizing, but we're not doing anything, right? And so we were talking about how reasoning and rationalizing can be the enemy of obedience, because oftentimes when God gives instruction, God speaks in a way that we must take action. And so a lot of times we're not taking action because we can slip into this chronic mode. I don't mean just, taking a day to plan. I'm talking about when it's chronic, when it goes into months and to years, where you have reasoned with yourself or rationalized with yourself why you haven't taken a step. I'm not talking about taking baby steps. I'm talking about folks who haven't taken a step, right? Guilty as charged. And the thing about reasoning and rationalizing is that it's a subtle way to hesitate. It's a subtle way to be stagnant, stuck, and still. And before you know it, months, days, weeks, even years have gone by, and the only thing that's been accomplished, you haven't even researched what God's told you. You haven't even written the plan. You haven't even written the vision. You haven't even talked to a few people. You have just reasoned and rationalized why you've done nothing, why you've not made a move. And the way that this comes out, or the way this manifests or shows up, is that when asked about progress, the first thing you give people is your reason why you haven't made progress, right? You're rationalizing why you haven't made progress. But it's subtle because your reasoning, or our reasoning, can sound good, right? We can come up with some good reasons why we haven't done what God has asked. We can come up with some good reasons why we haven't followed through on the task or the mission or the work that God is calling us to. And because it can sound good, it's subtly keeping us stagnant, stuck, and still. Because it sounds good, that's what reasoning does. Because it excuses well-planned lies. There you go. That's it, Caroline. That's good. I'm going to use that one. Putting that on a t-shirt. Rationalize. Exactly, Karen. Because our reasoning and our rationalizing can sound good, it subtly keeps us stagnant, stuck, and still. And before you know it, like we said before, a long period of time has passed by, but nothing has been done. I'm not talking about those of you that are putting pieces together. No, I'm talking about those who are explaining and have reasons why they've done nothing. Well, there's no point in me writing the business plan because I don't have the money. Okay. Well, there's no reason for me to research it because I don't have the education. Okay. There's no, and so people have reasons or rationalizing. And so one of the things that I was sharing with our Bible study is that reasoning and rationalizing, not only is it an enemy to obedience. Why? Because oftentimes when God speaks to us, he's expecting action, right? But also reasoning and rationalizing, because it's subtle, let me help. It acts like the snooze button. Y'all with me? Reasoning and rationalizing acts like a snooze button. So let's talk about the snooze button, right? And I know some of y'all admitted that you are snooze button pushers, right? So the snooze button comes along because the snooze button, Z's, right? The snooze button comes along, right? Alarm goes off at 6 a.m. and you hit the snooze button. Because what do you reason with yourself or rationalize with yourself when you hit the snooze button? Come on, somebody, tell me the truth. I got what? 5 minutes. Right? And so you hit the snooze button because you're like, I got 5 minutes. I woke up. Yeah. What up, Juju? Hey. You hit the snooze button because you figure I just need 3 more minutes. My nephew lives with me now, and he's chronic for saying, Auntie, just give me 2 more minutes. Just give me 2 minutes, right? We'll reason and rationalize. I got 8 minutes. If I don't curl my hair, I got 10 extra minutes. And so the snooze button is a way of reasoning or rationalizing that I got extra time. But here's the challenge. You hit that snooze button. Hey, Ro, you hit that snooze button too many times. Those 1 or 2 5 minutes turns into 15, 20, 30 minutes. And before you know it, right? I'm going somewhere, y'all. Before you know it, you have snoozed your way into being late. You have snoozed your way into being on the freeway, cussing folks out, road rage, because you kept hitting the snooze button. And what I want to challenge all of you in Scopelandia out there, all of you from the Scope Sanctuary, is that oftentimes people, we are snoozing our way through destiny, meaning that as opposed to pursuing destiny, we are snoozing, and not pursuing destiny. We are snoozing, and not pursuing purpose. We are snoozing. And because the snooze button is a trick. It's a lie. The snooze button is a trick and it's a lie. The snooze button makes you feel like you're actually going to get up and be on time because you rationalize and reason with yourself. I just need 3 more minutes. I just need 5 more minutes. I just need 9 more minutes. Just 15 more minutes, right? But the thing is, you keep hitting that snooze button. That snooze time adds up. And so 1 or 2 snooze buttons and you're 15, 20 minutes late. And then we get on the freeway, on the streets, cussing folk out, going off, thinking that they're the reason you're late, when actually you're late because you kept hitting the snooze button. Hit the snooze button 1 too many times. And so I want to encourage somebody this morning. Let's stop hitting the snooze button. Let's stop hitting the snooze button. Guilty and shame. Let's stop hitting the snooze button. And for all of my Christians out there, all of my saved folk that say, well, where is that in the Bible? Well, I'm glad you asked because I got something for you. Where is that in the text? Okay. You don't think God is concerned about this? Go to Proverbs 6:4. Actually, you should read 6. Hi, Russia. Actually read 6:4 through 14. Right? When you snooze, you lose. Absolutely. Proverbs 6:4 says this. Don't put it off. Do it now. Don't rest until you're done. That's Proverbs 6:4. I'm going to read it again. Do not or don't put it off. Do it now. Don't rest till it's done. So for all of us that are guilty as charged hitting that snooze button, even God's word speaks to the fact that we ought to be doing it now. Don't rest until it's done. But in our culture, we want to rest before we get it done. We want to rest before we get up. We want to rest. You've been asleep all night, but now you need to rest before you get up and get it done. And the text says, don't put it off. And the snooze button is a subtle distraction to putting it off, whatever it is. And so we're using the snooze button as an example of a larger issue that many of us are snoozing our way and missing destiny, snoozing our way through life because we keep rationalizing and reasoning why we're not getting up, why we're not showing up, why we're not rising up, why we're not moving forward, why we're not taking a step. And so I'm hitting the snooze button. And my reason for that is because I need 5 more minutes. I need 5 more weeks. I need 7 more minutes. I need 7 more weeks. I need this. I need that, right? We're snoozing our way through when we ought to be getting up and getting it done now. The snooze button is a trick, y'all. You don't have 5 extra minutes. You don't have 2 extra minutes. You don't have 9 extra minutes, because while you're snoozing for 5 extra minutes, there's someone else stepping in your place. While you're snoozing for 9 extra minutes, there's somebody else getting up, making it happen, and they're 9 minutes ahead of you. But you want to be mad when they get blessed, and we want to get mad when the person who gets up and grinds gets blessed. But you've been snoozing all morning. You snooze for 45 minutes. You snooze for an hour. You snooze for a week, right? And so every time you hit the snooze button is a lie. You look about tired of. I am tired, but I'm not as fuck. I just went to the gym. So, but God bless you. Glad to have you on. Make sure you make sure you share me. If you're gonna talk, make sure you share. Now you gotta give me some heart love. You gotta share. So look. So here's the thing, y'all. Because the snooze button is a lie. It's a trick. Thank you for the heart love. It's a lie. It's a trick. Don't allow your eyes to sleep nor your eyelids to slumber. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because the snooze button is a trick. It's a lie. You don't have 5 extra minutes. You don't have 8 extra minutes. You don't have 9 extra minutes. Not when destiny is before you, not when purpose is standing here looking at you, not when assignment is waiting on you, not when the task has your name on it, not when the open door has been opened. You don't have 8 extra minutes. Just show up. Absolutely. What you do at the gym day, just show up. No, actually I did work out. God bless you. So know that you and I, we don't have 5 extra minutes to snooze. Because there's always going to be somebody that didn't snooze. There's always going to be somebody who didn't, who got up and made it happen, who got up and got busy, who got up and got to work while you snoozing, while we snoozing. Snooze button, snooze button, snooze button, snooze button. You don't have 5 extra minutes. And so the lie of the snooze button, the trick of the snooze button, is that it allows us to reason and rationalize, I got extra time. Or I can create extra time if I don't curl my hair. Or I can create extra time if I don't, I was going to say don't brush teeth, but brush your teeth. If I don't, if I don't wear something I have to press, right? I put on something that's already easy to throw on, don't press, right? We rationalize and reason all of these, I got my workout in too. Yay, go ahead, bro. I didn't snooze like I've been doing in the past. That's it. You got to break through on that snooze, right? And so many people are missing out on destiny because they're snoozing through their destiny. Snoozing through pursuing purpose. You're supposed to be pursuing purpose and you're snoozing. Snooze button. 5 extra minutes. You don't have next year. Do it now. The text says, don't put it off. Do it now. Don't rest until it's done. And so many of us are snoozing through 2017, talking about I'll do it in 2018. Snoozing through August, talking about I'll do it in September. Snoozing through the summer, talking about I'll do it in the fall. And the question for you and I is, how have you hit the snooze button on your destiny? How have you hit the snooze button on your purpose? How have you hit the snooze button on what God's called you to do? How have you been hitting the snooze button on your assignment, your life work? How have you been hitting the snooze button on the things that God has called you to do, be, have, and or possess? And when it's time to get up and get moving, snooze button. And the lie, the rationalizing, the reasoning is, I got 5 extra minutes. I got 2 minutes. I got 9 minutes. I got 15 minutes. and then you hit that snooze button too many times, you're now late. You're late. You're behind. You're behind the ball. You're behind schedule, right?